Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here and you're enjoying my content, please make sure you like this video and subscribe with post notifications on so you'll be notified every single time I upload a new video. So I wanted to start off this video by thanking you guys all for us reaching 3.3 thousand subscribers, and we're getting close to 3.4 thousand, so I'm hoping to end the year with 3.5k. It might not happen, but at least 3.4k I'm hoping for. But yeah, if you would help us get to that goal, it would mean so much to me. And today we're going to be talking about something very important and something that you don't want to fall victim to. So today we are going to be talking about Royale scams, and I'm going to be talking about all the known scams that I know of. If you guys know any other scams, comment those ones down below. But today we're going to be discussing those scams and how you can avoid them, because they can result in a lot of bad things for your account. So anyways, let's get into the video. So scam number one we're going to be talking about is one that I actually fell victim to all the way back in 2020. So that was a good 5 years ago. But I still want to spread awareness for it, although it doesn't happen as often because all of the things that have been set in place to avoid things like this happening. But basically what will happen is you'll be trading somebody, and it's typically for high value slash like halos and diamonds, etc. So what they're going to do is they're going to add something to the trade that's usually like an overpay for whatever your item is, or it can even just be something that's fair, but it's gonna have something that's drawing you in. And then what they're gonna do is be like, oh, like I have a lot of these free items for you and I wanted to help you just grow your inventory. I have all these free items and I'm just trying to get rid of them, so maybe you'd have better use for them. And then what they're gonna do is add a bunch of random free items, and that way the halo or the high value item will show up all the way at the bottom of the trade. And then once the trade screen's completely full, they're gonna go ahead and remove the high value item. But luckily now, with things set in place like the trade log that is right on your right side of the screen, and also the fact that it has now a 2 verification thing where you go to the accept and then it brings the big screen with like everything. Things like this don't usually happen anymore, but it's still possible for them to happen. The next one I'm going to be talking about is a very widely known and pretty famously known trend that has gotten a lot of people scammed before. So what this is if you use Tradery, this is really going to affect you. So you'll see like a listing for something that's a lot of value, like halos or high value toy items, etc. And they will be listing it for something very low, such as like just a couple thousand diamonds, or even like just like 100,000, 200,000 diamonds below its actual value. So of course your eyes are going to be drawn to that one and you're going to want to make an offer for it. So once you make an offer for it, they're going to not fully accept the trade, but you're going to get a DM from them and they're going to be like, hello, I've decided to accept your trade. And then what they're going to do is send you a link saying that their Roblox is broken and that they can't add players, so you're going to need to add them, and they'll give you a username and you'll look it up on Roblox and you won't be able to find the username because it's not a real user. But they're going to send you that link, and the idea of it is so you'll click on the link and it looks like a complete legitimate Roblox website, and it has you log in so you can add the username. And once you log in, you have now given that person your username and your password. They're going to hack your account and steal all of your items. Now this next one is a very new one that I myself almost fell for. So these things usually happen on TikTok. You'll see a video about it and it'll be like, Royale just added this new thing, you need to verify your account, and they'll give you an email. It'll be like some email with Royale in the username, and basically you're gonna go into your settings and add it into your verified email, which then will grant them access to your account. Since your email is now linked to that account, now they have access and they can change your password, which is what they're going to do. They're going to change your password, so now they have full access to your account and they're going to take every single one of your items. And so this one, not only will you lose all your items, but you also do lose access to your account, because with the last one, they just have your username, but they don't have the ability to actually change your password. They just can log into it. So you're still able to save your account by changing your password. But with this one, when you're granting them access to your entire account, because you're adding their email, which then sends them a verification email. And since it's put on their account, they're able to have full access of your account. Now, these two ones, people aren't as gullible as to anymore, but I still wanted to include them, where you do a quote unquote trust trade, where if you give somebody like an item, they'll be like, oh, if you give me X amount of diamonds, I will duplicate them back to you if you do a little trust trade with me. And of course, once they get your items or diamonds, they're just going to leave the game. And the other one that they're going to do is where you are going to have to try on their item. They're going to ask you to send you their item and try it on, and basically once you send them the item, they're going to leave the game. Now, this has happened to some very popular YouTubers. I've seen it happen to before, because they were just being kind and trying to let people try it on so they can know if they want it. But this is why we now have a try on button in the shop, so you can not have to deal with getting scammed, because back then it was unable for you to try on items, but now that you can, these two scams just shouldn't be happening anymore. Now, this next one, I do consider a scam. A lot of people don't consider it a scam, but personally, I think it is a form of scamming when you overprice an item by a lot. Now, there's a difference between profit trading and overpricing. When you're doing it for just like a few thousand above the actual value of it, that's just a good old profit trade. But when you are overpricing it by so much and deceiving other players into thinking that's its actual worth, that is 100% a scam. Even if both parties consented to the trade, it is still a scam because you're deceiving them. Now, with the tradery scam that I talked about, there's also another way that people will do this, which is how they will be hosting a fake giveaway, usually for halos or a lot of diamonds and stuff. And basically what they'll do is DM you that you won, and they're going to send you the same link with the same story saying that they can't add you and you have to add them. And basically, instead of winning a giveaway, they're actually just going to hack your account. And the last one I'm going to be talking about in this video is one where people will be doing quote giveaways, where you'll see them in the trading hub and they'll be like, I'm quitting Royale High, I'm gonna give you these items, and they'll usually give you a lot of diamonds, a lot of halos, that type of stuff. But the truth is those items are actually exploited, and what they're going to do with them is trade them to you so they don't have to have the exploited items in their account. And basically once they're traded to your account, you will eventually get banned. So I hope this video did help you guys out, and so hopefully in the future you're not going to fall for any scams because you know about them now. But if there are any scams that I missed, make sure to leave those in the comments so we can all tell each other scams to avoid. But anyways, that is going to be all. Bye guys, I love you so much.